Act 4-4, close to home. This is another iconic Gears of War stage, as we take on this courtyard that features some shotgun guys, a couple of people with standard guns, and then of course the Therons in the back. So I'm going to be using the boom shot just to get rid of some shots, because we're going to be picking up a torque bow here. And there's going to be lots of torque bow. There are also not many opportunities in this area to seal emergence holes, as I miss a shot just then thanks to the archaic nature of the sidestepping while aiming with the torque bow, which is unfortunate. There are two ways to get around that, if you don't want to make the same mistakes, guys, with the torque bows. These are tips that will work in every Gears game that have worked since the beginning of time. You can start revving the torque bow from the hip, moving normal speed, and then aim. Or you can, in cover, start blind firing the torque bow to rev it up and get it going, and then pop out of cover and aim and fire it at the end. That way you will show as little of your body as possible, and you'll be as safe as possible, and you'll be able to get some utility out of the torque bow that you might not normally get. It's a very strong gun, it's a very good gun, but it's also a gun that can get you killed just because of the nature of it. In the first Gears of War, it is the slowest cycle it will ever have. It's much quicker in the later games, and I'm not entirely certain why that is. That was a bad grenade, but we've got plenty of refills, not to worry. A couple of guys with shotguns here, and hammer bursts, so just be careful. You can take the left path, or you can take the right path. I always go through the graveyard. The inception of the choice for this came before I even had this fetish with going left, so it was just one of the ways I always went when I played. And we're just going to be doing some standard Gears of War stuff right now, as Dom keeps getting in the way like a beast. Can't complain too much though, he hasn't been too bad this run. In the later games the AI can be a nuisance. In this game it can still be a nuisance, but not so much so. But that guy has a shotgun, you want to be very careful with him. And you can kind of see the cogs turning when they're in cover for the Locust. I like it. You can see them when they go to crouch, you can see them when they go to stand up, you can kind of see what their thinking is to try and get some shots on you. And you'll be surprised just what they can do with that shotgun from that range. They're certainly wizards, but you are safe at this range from the shotgun, hence why he's pulling out the grenades. But another thing you'll notice as well, that you've probably noticed in all of these videos, especially if you play Gears to this day, the Locusts take a lot more damage in this game. This game was a lot more small of scope. The incursions of each encounter were always kind of, you know, small numbers but punchy. And it suited the game a lot, and it's one of the reasons why the torque bow feels so wonderfully powerful, and things like sealing the emergence holes can be so good. Because fighting the enemies one-on-one, it's a slugfest. Be careful here as well, there's a Troika, it kills you really quickly. I wasn't sprinting just now, I believe, because I had the sprint penalty. Because there's no planet where I would walk around that corridor like that. And you can die doing what I just did, so be very careful. But this encounter here can be tricky if you don't get rid of the turret guy. If you get rid of the turret guy, everyone else are just sitting ducks for the torque bow, and you can just do what I'm doing here, which is making the meat chunks fly into the sky like fleshy fireworks. And then as you push forward, there'll be one more guy beneath them on a Troika, and then after you kill him, there's also going to be a spawn from the doorway, so watch out for that. And there is the two shotgunners as well. These two shotgun guys, did you hear the laugh? The laugh symbolises that you've moved forward, so if you ever try to rush the turret guy who's on the bottom, these guys defend him. So that's what that laugh meant. It's signifying to the player that, yo, here come the Chuckle Brothers, rest in peace. But this is why I was also being quite overt with my torque bow usage, because I knew there was a torque refill over there, and the torque refills give you 5 arrows, so use 5 arrows and get 5 back. That's a throat shot on the turret guy, and then now the door's going to blow up, and it's going to be a Theron, one with a torque bow, and I think there might also be another one, but I think it's just the torque bow guy. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to use the Nasher because that's what I've got on at the moment. And the good thing about Therons with torque bows is that when they're charging the torque bow, they can't shoot you. So they'll oftentimes try to punch you, and you can use this as your advantage. So smash him a bit with the shotgun. But did you see that just then, guys? That's why you don't use the shotgun on this difficulty. When you get that close to anything, that gun should jib them. It should chunk them, it should send them flying, and then it would be beautiful, because it's exactly what that gun does to you on this difficulty. But you have to shoot them a dozen times, and it makes it feel awful. And there's a very good reason why you don't see many people in the single player using the shotgun, because it will fail you.